Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about backpack battles and we're actually going to do a game. I wanted to show you that they are patching the game even though it's the demo. I would say this has more been a beta playthrough because this is the second time they've patched the game in less than a couple weeks and it's in the demo phase. So I don't know if demo is the appropriate word for it or just beta testing or beta round. I don't know. I mean, more or less when you play a demo on Steam, you don't see a lot of updates during the demo. You usually see them when the game actually releases, which is going to be releasing next month. This game will be. But you can play it for free today, the demo, here on Steam. Now, they continue to do patching and continue to update and balance the game. So each time they do that, Tarkus likes to try it out to see if a core build that I like to build the Porcupine, a build that I've done previous videos on. There's a few iterations that I do with it, but it's more or less a Thorns build with the Ranger. So let's look at it said the new recipe for a Moon Shield. Damage meter now can be switched to heal. Combat log now tracks damage, accuracy. So that was one of the things that I was kind of like, why am I losing? I look at some rounds and I'm like, I should not have lost to that. And then looking at the detail was not as detailed as I'd like to find out why I was losing miserably to somebody that seemed to be 2 levels under geared than me. But they look like they're working on that. They're giving you more readout on that. And then they did some balancing things here. Okay, so let's just go into one round. And again, I'm at 77 platinum. I thought platinum rank was the last rank, but there's another rank called the diamond rank. And every once in a while I get into that. But there are some games that are just so nonsense that, you know, I don't know if it's a balancing thing when you get into higher ranks, if you're truly playing against somebody who's equal to you, because it seems like there are some builds that I look at the very end of the game where, you know, I've lost to a person and I look at what they've got in their backpack and I'm thinking to myself, how on earth did they accumulate that much gold to get all those items that all upgrades? It's like, wow. It's like, okay, but I'm thinking that maybe the game kind of put something together. I don't know. I mean, it seems, you know, my analytical mind, when I look at things, I'm like, geez, you know, how did they pull that off, you know? But, you know, they want to make the game challenging, right? So maybe those are not true builds from people. They're just builds that were put together by the developer that I'm fighting against to balance the ranking. All right, so we got 5 left. Actually, we did pretty good that round. Why don't we just go to the next round? You know, not pay an extra gold to look at the next page. See, I mean, even there, it's kind of discouraging because I had a shield, and I basically, I mean, that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Is I had a shield that was mitigating damage, and I had this, which is equal to that. This person only had a sword, so my defenses were higher. Again, if you look at these two, I should have won that. I mean, sometimes I'm like, what? You know, that doesn't make much sense. All right, so I don't need a banana this early on. Get the clovers as soon as you can. Get bag space as soon as you can. I always like to run at least 3 garlics in my build. You know, the garlic gains you to 3 defense and a 30% chance to remove 1 vampiric from your opponent. The shield's going to work better now. It's still 35%, but it's going to create a thorn or to do extra damage. I'm going to go to the next round. Now, this is where it's going to get difficult because we got to get into a better weapon. That's key moving forward here. Now, we're not going to win this one. There's no way we're going to win this one because they're running. This opponent has the appropriate stuff in their bag to beat me. That there's no extra thought process in that I was going to win that. I mean, it would have been a fluke. So we need to get into a better weapon. Now we could get into the broom. Let's just pull the cord once and see what we've got here. Well, more bag space would be nice. So the odds of us winning this one are slim to none, because we've got to get a better weapon. Well, I said slim to none, but that worked out for us. Wow. All right. So I got the 2 shields. When I run this build, I always run 2 shields, 2 spike shields. So let's look at getting the spear. Let's get that going. We'll dump this. This should get us to the next leg of or the next couple rounds. We should do well with the spear. Definitely with that weenie weapon, we wouldn't be doing well moving forward. Wow. I'm surprised again that I lost that one. That was surprising. I guess at this point we'll get 1 banana, and we should have some healing in the build. So it's the appropriate time to get it in the build. So getting the clovers, we want the clovers. We want these packs as soon as we can get them. The fanny packs give you a 10% faster attack, or a faster rate, or whatever's in the and you want to try to make it so that your fruits are together because they boost each other. These gloves are doing all right. I've got 7. We'll pull the cord here. Let's do 1 more garlic. I mean, because it's given us a lot of garlic this time. You know, your builds are going to be determined on what's available in the store. Now, we have not seen a real good weapon yet. I mean, we're still waiting on a good weapon. I'm just trying to get there. I mean, so that's what we're waiting on. We're going to eventually need that. I'm going to eventually need at least 1 potion. That leaves me with 5. We'll pull. Again, I mean, it can be feast or famine when it comes to weapons in the store. It can be really discouraging that you go page after page, round after round, and you're not seeing, you know, good weapons. So for this build, you got to take the poison ivy. The poison ivy inflicts a 2 poison debuff every time I gain a spike. So when they're wailing against me, and taking spikes added, oh, I want this pineapple. I will be able to afford that. I just got to put this here, put this here. Okay, so the pineapple generates a spike every 4 seconds. The shields generate a spike every time I block, up to 3. So that's 6 spikes, plus this will generate a spike. And every time I generate a spike, the poison ivy is going to do that poison debuff.
Okay.
This guy's got a dragon already. Wow, look at that. Come on. There we go. Already get a dragon. Okay, this item, the flute, is very powerful, and I like to incorporate it in the build when I can, if it comes up. And I should use this. I should move this to here at this point, so that the pineapple get the better results of the gloves. Just man, I mean, that's a cool thing about this game that I love about this game is you gotta really think about where things are and getting the best results out of your backpack. Still no good weapons. I'm like, what's going on here? So if I raise that up, which I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring this. Okay, I'm gonna dump that there. So what I've done here is because I doubled up that, these two items are now at 20%. I'll bring the gloves up one level. I'll put this here. Actually, I'll put that. Geez, it's always, the thing is with the poison ivy, whatever nature item is within the stars, you're getting a 5% resistance to debuffs. So it's managing that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a shield right there that I need to, if I could move the shield somewhere else, but I really can't. You know what? That pineapple should go there. And because of the gloves, I need to put that there. Yeah, I think that's better because the gloves, I need to get them to give me the 20% haste on the two items. So getting my stamina back is a key here because the gloves will fire the banana quicker and give me my stamina back. And I'm using up a crap load of stamina because now this is at 40%. This weapon here is now at a 40% increase because of the gloves, and it's crossing through two of these packs. Wow, this guy's got some good stuff. Wow, he's got that beefy sword. I haven't even seen that sword at all yet. I mean, I haven't really seen a good weapon yet. I'm using well, this is a good weapon here. This one here. This is a very good weapon. And on hit, you use 3 of your, on hit, use 3 to gain 3 damage. On miss, gain 3. Jeez, yeah, let's move that in there. I'm going to be losing precision and critical damage because this thing's going to gobble up. I think it's going to work until we actually find the weapon that I truly want. Oh, I need to get a couple of these. I'm at 4, so I can dump. Okay, the garlic's only going to give me 2. I'll wait. I definitely got to get a couple of these acorn collars, but they're not going to be really effective until I get more of the clovers. I mean, if I were to scale this at a 1 to 10 of what I normally would want out of the store up to now, I would give this probably a 4 because I'm not seeing the stuff that I need. Oh, there, finally. This is the weapon that we've been looking for all this time. This weapon is so OP, it's ridiculous. I'm just going to get rid of the rapier now. That weapon is just OP, and I'm going to explain to you why. We're going to need bag space now. We've got 20. Now, I used to merge it with this Hungry Blade because you can merge those two together to make a better weapon, but it's not a better weapon because the thing about the Thorn Whip is it increases in damage depending on how many thorns you have. So it might be a 4 to 9 weapon, but every time you put a thorn on yourself or a spike, then it gains a +1 to the weapon to its next side. So basically this thing starts hitting for like 200 points of damage at higher levels. Now, I don't want it to go faster than, right now it's going to go 20%, which is actually, it's going to go 20%. Actually, I mean, I'm wasting, let me just go down and put it here. You got to keep it, you got to get it in this bag because the Ranger bag increases everything inside the Ranger bag, it's 10%. So, you know, I say the weapon is OP, but I don't want it to use up all that fanny pack. But I got to get it in. So I guess I'm going to try to get my percentage another way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, that's what I love about this game is just managing the I mean, it's got to get in the Ranger pack, but I can't get it to really overlap these packs without wasting a slot. Because if I do this, right, this one is wasted because this whole pack's giving me 10%, or yeah, 10%. So it's a wasted. So I've got to drop it. I mean, if I could get it. All right, let me think about it here. I mean, it's the thing about this game. It's really surgical on how you've got to do this. All right, but that doesn't gain me anything because then I would have to, and then I lose that. Okay. Now I've made a mess. All right. So I can put this, yeah, because then I don't gain, because then I would need to, how many? I got 20. Let's get us some bag space. Oh, there it is. That's what I needed right there. All right. There it is. That's what I needed. So now I'm still within the, I got one thing in the Ranger bag. I have cut across this bag again to lose that. All right. I don't know if I'm helping myself here or not. All right, this shield, I guess, needs to go there. I gotta figure out where this banana is gonna go. I still have 16, so let's pull the trigger a few more times here. Oh, another pineapple, perfect. That's what we need. And I'm sorry that this game's longer because of all this moving of my packs, trying to get the best. Outcome here. All right, so I've got 8 left. I got this hole here that let me just pull and see if we get bag space. Okay, we do. All right, so I can move this here. All right, actually this can go down there. All right, so this is speeding up the flute, which is good. And then the flute's getting sped up by everything that's connecting. And I don't like the fact that this is crossing that whole bag, but I am going to get the 10%. I'm going to get the 10% from here. I'm going to get the 10% from here. I'm going to get this 20%. So that whip should be at 40%. This hole here, I don't like it. I've got to put something there. And I don't like that, I mean, this thing's just going to be, I mean, does this have a recharge? You have a 50 chance, nature items. Yeah, I don't think that's got a, I think that's the best place I can put it. Take the potion out of the potion bin here. All right, that gives a good overlap. I've got this open still. I got 5 left. What is this thing? Gain. Okay, that's, let's just look here. All right, we do want one of these. Okay, I mean, it's not the best. I don't think it's the perfect, but it is what it is. Let's just see how it does. So I won that. Look at that. That thing hits like a truck. And look at this person's build. Look at that. I mean, look at the armor and the defenses that I needed to push through. And I know my bag's not perfect. I know I haven't done it perfect. But I won that. And that's the thing with this build is it comes down to the wire and you just start hitting like a truck. So the more clovers you can get in the build at this point, the better. We need this here to merge with those gloves. Because right now, the glove... Oh, I can't afford that. It's 2. What can I sell? What can I get rid of to get that clover? Because those clovers are bread and butter. Oh, I can't get... Okay, I don't want to get that. Man, Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the potion. I mean, those clovers are so important to this build because it's just raw DPS we're trying to do. So when we merge this blood amulet into these gloves will give me vampiric and they'll give me a 35% speed when they actually merge. Right now I got 0 gold, so we're just going to move on to the next. Yeah, I lost that, I think, because of the lack of the potion. So we got to get a potion. We need to put a potion, get a potion back in the build. It's going to be hard to do if I'm going to buy this pineapple. All right, let's see if we can get a potion. No potion. Let's pull it one more time. We'll be able to sell something. No potion. So let's just hope that extra pineapple gives us that extra healing. Because I think at this point it's the... Oh, this person's not running any potions either. So that works out well. Oh, these pineapples are... Alright. Come on, get a potion. Wow, I can't get things to save my life. I mean, this is... This, like I said, this has not been the best store. I mean, usually I got potions coming out of the woodwork. Usually I could have like 5 or 6 of them in my build by now. But, the key is look at this person. This person just tricked out with potions. Oh, there we go. We got the potion. So we'll get that bought. I think I'm going to have to get this anyway, because I'm going to put a square there. So I got to do that. I'll put this in the actual potion bag, because when the potion bag, it gives you some bonuses. Oh, another pineapple. All right. So can I get rid of... I'll get rid of this. Do this. Do this. And I think... just make sure I'm getting the most bang for my buck here. I mean, this is not the best place for this at this point. I think maybe this. Actually, no. I think that is still the best. I could get it there, but then I don't know. Oh, if it was here, I would get the best bang for my buck. More resistance. Yeah, I get more resistance there. And if I could move that shield somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, no. All right, so we'll just go. Last round. Usually this one's a ball breaker. Yeah, look at this guy. Holy tamale, tamale, tamale. This guy's like crazy built. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that. All the potions, the 2 weapons, the blood armor. I mean, that's a pretty good build. But when I got done, I had 23 spikes, thorns, and I had applied 60 debuffs by the time this ended. 60. And in this build, this is the Reaper, which is all based off debuffs, right? So it's cool. So we're definitely gonna go into the next rounds. Why not? I mean, why not? Wow, I've only got space for 2 of the smaller bags. I've got 7. So right now, oh, there it is right there. That's what I've been looking for all this time is this. I mean, we saw one of them early on. That's also considered a nature item. So if it's near the poison ivy, it's considered a nature item. But now this acorn collar is going to give us a 5% critical hit chance for each clover we have. Plus the ranger bag is giving us a % chance for on the crit. So now we should be really hitting like a truck.
Okay.
Hitting like a truck. Okay, so we want to incorporate the pineapples when we can. So let's hope for bag space. Got 9 left. Ooh, another pineapple. Maybe we're too... No, I don't think we're too tight on pineapples. I think the more the merrier when it comes to the pineapples. So we just need bag space at this point, and I want to get this clover back into the build somehow. And the question is how, I mean, right now I think I meet the threshold for the carrot to perform at its best, because 5 clovers, you get a 50% chance to gain, that's every 4 seconds, I got a 50% chance to gain that up arrow thing. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I meet that threshold, so I don't want to take the carrot out. I really don't know where I can fit that in right now. I've got only 1. Let me just sell this. Let's just pull the ripcord here. Yeah, I was just thinking, hoping to get a bag space. So I would have sold the garlic to see if I could afford it. But the pineapples are just OP. They really are, because they give me that spike. Oh boy, you guys are just teasing me now. You guys are just teasing me. So now we're just going to be hell with healing. We're just going to start doing raw DPS, because now I got 2 of those rings. Now we're looking for bag space. Okay. This... Could I move? No. Okay, this will go in here. But it's the fanny, because once I commit, it's the fanny pack. That doesn't get, it's the... Wow. You guys are teasing me again with more clovers. Alright, we're going to pull it one more time, because I got some stuff I can sell. If I could get that, no, I don't think I got enough for the selling. So now I've got to figure out, what can I... Wow. I mean, the store has not been the greatest for me. We're just going to go to the next round, even though I've got that wasted space, and I guess I could have maneuvered something around. Well, we're going to do the best we can. Oh, I lost that, but they had just a sliver. Oh, I survived the end. They only had like a sliver left. Well, that's it, folks. Just it's a cool game. I really enjoy it. You know, it all comes down to what you get in the store. And then, like I said, the scale of 1 to 10 for what I was looking for this build, I would have put it around a 4, you know, comfortability. You know, I didn't get what I wanted early on. I still didn't see everything I would like to see. I mean, it was hard, but I mean, that's the great thing about the game is you got to work around what the store is going to give you. You got to work around what the how you position the bag, and I guess I could have positioned it a little better. I bet you if I would have incorporated that garlic instead of that clover at that time, I probably would have won that, just because they were down and they had only 9 points left, and that garlic could have mitigated those 9 points, and that could have won me that battle. And those are the kinds of things you got to think about when you play this game, is what you did wrong. I probably did a few things wrong. You know, it comes down to, you know, just how you're thinking at the time, how you're putting the bag together at the time. But I would definitely say that if you're doing this build, 9 times out of 10, I get all the way to the end. You know, I might not win every battle, but I get all the way to the end. And that's the great thing about this build. Now, when the game comes out, when the game releases, it's going to incorporate 2 more classes. So those classes are going to be interesting and fun. They got class question. I think one's a berserker and the other one's a promancer. I think is the thing with it. But when the game comes out, it should be a great time. All right, well, thank you for trudging through this video with me. I apologize if I wasn't Johnny on the spot and I messed up a lot of the placements, but you get the gist of the game. It's just supposed to be a little relaxing, fun little backpack battles game. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.